celebrate your birthday. Even if you don't, be glad you're getting older, cause when you're dead, you won't. So happy, happy birthday from everyone you know. Now we will light the candles and birthday for you blow!
So one of the reasons why we did why Jezebel performed those particular pieces at Contemporary was basically, and I don't think I'm telling tales out of school or anything like that, but they had previously booked Big Mama's House of Burlesque. And so they didn't necessarily want to have two burlesque groups working the same convention. We were like, okay, well, you know, we've got a bunch of talented motherfuckers, so, you know, we'll come up with something. And they're like, well, you can do two burlesque acts. And then, you know, we kind of looked at it and we were like, well, we've got Memphis, and we've got Jezebel, and we really like it when both of them do lots and lots of burlesque. But they told us that we could only do two. So then Jezebel, in her brilliance, came up with the anti-burlesque burlesque performance. And I was like, oh my god, that is so fucking punk rock. I was like, you're not taking any clothes off. It's like, haha, fuck you, I still got my clothes on, what are you gonna do about it? I loved it, and so we were like, yeah, sure, okay. And then, because they were expecting probably a much cleaner show, since we're a burlesque group and we didn't do more than two real acts of burlesque, we were like, well, you know, we really kind of want to dirty it up a lot, because that's what we do. We get fucking dirty. So, Metricula comes up with this brilliant song. So, and keep in mind, we were all in character and stuff like that, so her character was that she was a nanny box that had a few wires crossed. And so, maybe not so much safe for children. She was mainly good for watching emotional children like all of us. So, reprising her song from her delightful lullaby from Contemporary, here she is, Metricula.
Hi again. So this is actually a traditional folk song that I learned from my grandfather when I was a little girl, and he'd sit me on his knee and sing me songs about pirates and the sea, and he's recently deceased. And it kind of makes me sad to sing this song, so I'm going to need some help from all of you and from all my friends! So I hope you'll sing along on the chorus. It's going to start off with that, and it'll repeat several times through the song. So are you guys ready? On the good ship Venus, by Christ you should have seen us. The figurehead was a whore in bed, sucking a dead man's penis. The second mate was Andy, by Christ he had a dandy, till we crushed his cock with a jagged rock for coming in the brandy. The third mate's name was Morgan, by God he was a Gordon. From 8:30 he played till late upon the captain's organ. On the good ship Venus, by Christ you should have seen us. The figurehead was a whore in bed, sucking a dead man's penis. The captain's wife was Mabel, and by God was she able to give the crew their daily screw upon the galley table. The cabin boy was Kipper, by Christ he was a nipper. He stuffed his ass with broken glass, and he circumcised the skipper. On the good ship Venus, by Christ you should have seen us. The figurehead was a whore in bed, sucking a dead man's penis. The cook, his name was Freeman, and he was a dirty demon. He fed the crew on minstrel stew and Hyman's fried in semen. The On the good ship Venus, by Christ you should have seen us. The figurehead was a horned sucking a dead man's penis. And when we reached our station, through skillful masturbation, the ship got sunk in a wave of spunk from too much fornication. On the good ship Venus, by Christ you should have seen us. The figurehead was a hornet sucking a dead man's penis. Guys, I feel so much better now, thanks.
Keep it going for Metricula. So the Wiggles didn't hire you, huh? It totally seems like a Yo Gabba Gabba type song. I'm just saying, that should be right.
Everybody knows about the nerd Illuminati, Skyping and sniping like John Gotti. Digital G is where you find us lurking, always on the grind, yeah baby we're working. I'm certain that you see a boot stomp on your neck, rolling nothing but 20s on our initiative check. Drink a couple Guinness, gotta get our inspiration. Later rest asleep, ain't got time to hear the hating. Faking all the skills I wanna lay claim to. Script kiddies, all of them, but we the real